But I do believe that I've had to exist in my masculine energy for a while because of the roles that I take on in life. You know what I mean?
I
I'm
agree.
a mother and a father.
I agree.
You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
you ain't that. You're a mother and a mother. Stop playing.
No, don't do that. No, don't do that.
Mother and
That's
father.
a whole. That's a whole. But
wrong with it.
if you understand my story, then you'll probably understand me a little bit better. Not to take away from any fathers out there who are doing their thing and raising their kids. Not taking away from y'all at all when I say this, but that's my truth.
Man, I had to grind trying to make a way. Never get behind, that's from day to day. Gotta say what's on my mind, but I play it safe. We on point all the time when we face to face. It's the great. Man, I had to grind trying to make a way. Never get behind, that's from day to day. Gotta say what's on my mind, but I play it safe. We on point all the time when we face to face. It's the great debate. Wake up every morning to a different question. Hell yeah, we lit. This a different section. Hope you understand, hope you get the message. Back and forth, left and right, like we playing Tetris. Big moves, real talk. Whole crew, yeah, we got that real sauce. Any type of news, man, we got to get it off. Got our eyes on the prize like a real had to grind trying to make a way.
Welcome back to the Great Debate. I'm your boy Scorpman, and before we start, I need you to like, comment, and subscribe. And today we have
Big Neil.
Ashley.
Lise.
Monique.
and the topic for today is, what is a woman's role in a man's life?
Okay, I guess we're gonna start with me, right? On
Yes,
that.
sir.
Well, for me, being a man, I think a woman's role is to be my muse, to bring beauty to my life, to be like a helpmate to me, like to nurture, to multiply whatever I need her to multiply. And, just be there, in any way I need her to be there. That's what I feel.
Hard times too.
Yeah, in hard times, good times, however we rocking.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, well, to add on to that, I agree. But I think also a woman's role is basically to be the support system and to be there for that person and be that better half. And just to pick up, I guess, the slack wherever that person is lacking. So if they're not okay financially, to support them in a way so they could get to that. Because it's a partnership, so to be at the same level together.
It is.
Well, I feel a woman's role in a man's life is to be a comforter and a support system, as well as to be a provider in her own rights. Provide the things for a man that a woman should, or quote unquote should provide. You feel me? That sense of comfortability, that sense of assurance, the same things that a man gives to a woman, we have to also give back to them. It's just that it's given in a different way. You feel me? They may provide on a monetary aspect, and we may provide, like, we take care of everything else that you need taken care of. Whether you just provide the money and I pay all the bills, or whatever the case may be, we just need to be that, like, teammate. Like, I could dap you in the ring. Like, that's what we need to be.
I like that. I like that. Monique?
Okay. I don't really like this question. and honestly, Neil, Ashley, and Lise, definitely, y'all put it all out there. You know what I mean? When it comes to a role that a woman plays in a man's life, it's almost self-explanatory. You know what I mean? A lot of women, I guess, don't get it right, but I feel like a lot of women do get it right. You know what I mean? We're naturally nurturers. We're naturally going to try to, put things in a certain perspective, for the man that we're with. Like, we want you to succeed. We want to support you. We want to be your helpmate. We want to make sure that we can, relieve some type of stress off of you when you're coming home. If that's just cooking the food or just making sure that your safe place at home is nice and clean and tidy when you get there. But for me, with it being 2022, I just really feel like a woman's role kind of just doesn't stop there, just like a man's role doesn't just end at providing. I feel like a woman's role, okay, yes, I'm the nurturer, yes, I'm being submissive to you, but also, I'm working, so I may be able to provide some other type of stability rather than just, I don't know, maybe I'm overstepping, and men probably, y'all tell me if I'm wrong, like, some men don't really like for you to also, bring home money and all of that type of stuff. But I feel like It's back and forth. You a man, I'm a woman. We out here, we working, we getting it. Let's support each other. Let's do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
If I can support you in a financial way, business wise, or I can give you some ideas, or I can do other things, you know what I'm saying, for you besides just making your space comfortable, I'm gonna do that part too, but that's the natural part. The other part of it could be just me like, hey, you know, I have this idea for your business. I think it would be good. And you being my man and saying, hey, I think that's a dope idea, you know, and I can support you that way. So I think the woman's role has definitely increased to not just being a homemaker. And so
I just think that today, like the women today, they go get us. They go get us. They can bring home the bacon now. You know what I'm saying? So their role, it's not like how it was back in the days, but like they can be the macho. They can put on the pants too.
Is that a good
in the
thing,
house?
though?
Is it a good thing? Sometimes, sometimes not. But you know what I'm saying? I think the women today is power. They're powerful, bro.
Yeah,
they
women always been
They're powerful, and their role in the relationship is, I mean, if they there for the man thick and thin, through hard times, like you said, you know what I'm saying? I think that it'll make a better relationship. For both of them,
definitely.
So,
Women, to me, women bring a wisdom to them. Like they got that intuition. So you know they can make a man better. If you can, you know. If we take an ego off the table, a woman can make a man better because you know the right woman gonna put you in your place. She gonna check you on when you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So they can make you better if you acknowledge it. But a woman, to me, a woman's supposed to be there to do that. You know what I'm saying? To sharpen the blade for you.
Yeah, they better be there.
You know that's what their job is. I think that's
job, bro.
Hey, put me in not in my place, but you know, let me know what you need, and then. Me being a man, I'm gonna try to make sure that go on.
I feel like it's really a teammate thing. You feel me? I think anything in life can be compared to another similar life circumstance. You feel me? Whether it's relationship or it's being a part of a football team or something like that. You feel me? Or working in a corporate office. That is all teams. You feel me? Marriage is a team. So I feel like for the whole role situation, in order for both of us to play our roles right, just like how businesses and football teams and all of that, several months later down the line or on, they have team building exercises to continue to grow and to continue to help each other cooperate and understand each other. That's what we need to do in relationships as well in order to be able to assess our roles properly, because how can I do my role if I'm messing it up and you don't tell me I'm messing it up, you know?
Right, like it's like this. You want to speak?
No,
I gotta think like it's like this. You don't hand the car keys to a kid that don't know how to drive because they gonna wreck out. Same thing in a relationship. Everybody gotta learn what we need. So when we get on that road, that life road, like a car, we gotta know where we going, what we trying to do. Like you said that in the episode before. How you gonna submit to a man if he don't know where he's going?
Right. How can you gotta show me where you're going?
Yeah. So that's what we all gotta do in life. We gotta all figure out, okay, what's the plan for the whole family? And then men can lead that and women can follow that. It's a plan.
And I do want to, I want to add on to what you were saying about just the team and everything. We have to want it. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because we can always say, like, what's a woman's role and what is she supposed to be bringing to the table? And as a woman, you know, I think that a lot of us willingly bring all those things to the table, even if it's just sometimes you know, just a friendship that we have, or even like a relationship or situationship or whatever. It's natural for us to kind of be vulnerable and kind of be nurturing and kind of just want to give whoever we fucking or whoever we dealing with that type of energy, right? But it has to also be like accepted, I would say, you know what I'm saying, by the man. So it's like, by the guy has to accept it, you know what I mean? And sometimes I feel like women get caught in this place of always trying to naturally give that role to any man. And it's not being accepted or reciprocated, and so now this man is not really seeing you as your worth, because that's not what the fuck he wanted in the first place. And so then we get caught up. Then we get caught up in a certain happy place of like always wanting
You
to
got to know the difference. Though.
make them see it. And so I would say as a woman, yes, we do have
Yeah,
a
you
role.
gotta know the
and
difference.
Yes, there's a certain role to play to a man, but also both parties have to be willing to accept each other in those roles in order for it to like even move forward.
But that goes back to what I'm
Because
saying.
other than that, bitch, you just doing that shit for
That go back to what I was saying about you got to learn. Everybody got to learn. Like it's not just automatic. You don't come out the womb knowing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you got to learn. So you just got to keep working at it.
But yeah, adding on to what you were saying, a relationship only works if both parties want to make it work. Because if it's like a one-sided thing, what are we doing here?
A woman could do it all day, and if he's not accepting it, then it's not even the question of what's a woman bringing, to a man's life. It's just
because every
like,
man
what does
different
the
too.
man want for his life?
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well?
every man different.
I get what you're saying about being willing to accept it, but I feel like sometimes it's almost a situation where you can't see it. You feel me? Because we all have different love languages.
It's true.
So you may be showing me the most love and affection and devotion in your way, but because my love language is different,
true.
I'm not seeing what you're telling me.
true.
I still think you're doing the bare minimum.
Right.
I still think you're not doing your part because it doesn't look like my love language.
True.
So
Very
to me,
true.
you're still not playing your role. You know?
That's true.
Now you right about
That
that.
goes deep
Go back to
to the conversations and to the knowing and to
Team
being
building
willing and
exercises.
Honestly,
Get on the same
I know
page.
somebody like that. Like she really, she doing everything for this dude, and this nigga ain't really liking her. Like he like her, but not like that. He don't want to really be into that relationship like that. She bringing on the she doing the cleaning and all kind of everything around the house.
Right.
And this nigga don't really want to do nothing with her or be with her. He just want to smash.
Yeah, she ain't the one.
She
ain't the one.
So
It's
her
some-
role is there.
He did the rule.
Correct.
Her role
That's
is
what I'm
there.
saying. She's playing her role.
Do her role, but
But-
he ain't doing his role.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So we got to get to the point of not playing the wrong role
For the wrong
for the wrong
person.
niggas.
So she got the position, but
Because
she's
ain't
not
nobody
right
got
for the
time
job.
for that.
There you go.
Okay.
And vice versa.
She's not a
She's
potential
not right for
candidate.
the
He don't
job.
want to hire her for the job. She's right
Yeah.
for the job,
She's right
but
for
he
the
don't want to hire her for
Yeah.
the job because he's still looking at other prospects.
Right.
Not unless she has some flaws. Like,
Yeah.
some women have flaws too. We
all have flaws.
Yeah,
And he
everyone
probably
got
see that
flaws.
too, so you never know. It's
Yeah.
an inside
Since we're
thing.
talking about the roles, do you guys think that we, as women, we actually fulfill those roles that we're talking
Yeah,
about?
let's have that question. Do y'all think we fulfill those roles?
Sometimes.
Y'all do sometimes.
I think, like I said, every man is different.
But I feel like y'all be looking for something besides the role because all of that shit was just basic. So I think other dudes, I
It
think
gotta be a
men
spark.
have a
It gotta be a
thing
spark. It
that
gotta be
they're looking
something.
for. Correct.
Nah,
So
it got to be
each man
something
have a
that
thing
there
they're
that's
looking
drawing
for
you to
besides
that person like a
role.
moth to a flame. Like it's
everybody
something
playing their
that is
role.
unspoken. It's something that's like spiritual too that draw you to a certain woman. It ain't just a role play. It's
Yeah.
some other spoken thing that you really can't even answer to it. I guess you
Sounds
say
like
a
you're
God, a
describing
higher
us.
power, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, it's
You're
that too.
absolutely right.
It's that because a woman, like you said, the girl can be
playing
doing
her role,
everything,
Everything.
but she ain't got that spark.
Let's say, like,
you know
for
what I'm saying?
instance-
Like
And
that.
that's not clear.
Let's say
Yeah,
the guy,
that
let's say the guy
connection.
go to church and he meet the girl, but she don't really go to church like that. He trying to get her to go to church, but she do everything around the house.
Right.
That might not be what he really
Yeah.
want. He
Love
might not want
language
that.
is you
It be
must
different
be
things.
Yeah.
a church
Right.
bound
Like,
girl.
Right,
Okay.
right.
It's a plug in that you just can't answer to,
Yeah.
like, cause it's something that.
It's a gray area.
Yeah, it's a little gray area. It's a little scientific gray area.
I
That,
feel like I feel like it's give and take. You feel me? That's why I think them team building exercises are so important. You
Yeah.
get to listen because at that situation that you talking
Yeah.
about, if she took the time to listen to that man, she could hear what he actually wants from her, rather than just giving him what she thinks he wants from the
thinks the role
average
is
mindset
supposed to
of
be.
a man.
yeah.
You feel me?
yeah. That's on the surface though. Again, you got that subconscious.
I
don't
got
know what
another
it is,
question, and I
but-
think maybe I don't know if we're
You're
going
right.
over
No,
time.
yeah, that's
but
good, that's
another question is: do you think, with what's being said right now, as far as sometimes just the bare minimum of a woman's role to a man's life probably isn't necessarily enough for that man, depending on, like you said, their love language or depending on what it is, if they need to go to church or whatever the case may
Yeah.
be. Do you think that it is even like that important? Like
What,
that
the
whole
role?
role, yeah. Because
For
we
some
talk
men,
about
yeah.
roles and
For
we
some
talk
men-
about. I know, but let me finish. We talk about roles and we talk about, a woman is going to support and she's going to nurture and she's going to do all those things. But if she's doing all those things and men are still kind of like, nah, ain't nothing for. You know what I'm saying? Like, does that part really matter? Or is it the spark, you know what I mean, that probably matters and then she can naturally just go into that role anyway?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, should it start from there?
Spark. Yeah,
it is the spark matters, but I think the role matters too because the body can't move without all its parts.
Right. No, it's true.
Now I think the spark is what started, and the roles is what keep it.
Yeah, the roles come into play.
That's the attachment. It builds the attachment, the roles. But the spark got to be there.
Yeah, because
like
at the end of the day, girls, for example, they do everything right, like how you guys were saying, but it's just not enough. Like, there's not that connection. So I think a spark is important to kind of like start it off, and then you could, like you said, lead up to those roles of like, you know.
The reason why I think spark is important, yes, but the reason why I think the roles are a little bit more important is because sparks can always be developed. You feel me? A spark is like a high. It's like a euphoria. You feel me? It's like the first couple of months that you're in a relationship, and sparks can be acquired because back in the days there were many people that had arranged marriages, and over years they found love. You feel me? So spark is important, but I feel like on a logistical level, it's more about the role.
Oh yeah, it's more
about the role. Hold on. At the beginning, you think the role plays a major part before the spark?
I think the spark is important. Yes, but I think the role's more important.
Long term, the role is going to be more important.
Yeah, long term. Okay. Long term.
But at first, you need that.
Because it don't make no sense for me to just go ahead and be starting to do all this Susie Homemaker type shit for no nigga. And we ain't even got we ain't got no spark
first.
You're right.
Like, why am I doing this? You know what I'm saying? And niggas just looking at me like, she cute or whatever, but I'm gonna go hang with my homeboys. You know what I'm saying? There's no spark, there's no like chemistry or anything. So it's like, where am I even getting these roles? Like, I feel like women naturally we do play our role. But if it ain't no spark, it's like, what, I'm just gonna give every nigga this role? Hell no.
Nah, you can't give every dude that role.
You can't be wifey for everybody. You can't.
You can't be husband for everybody. You can't be boyfriend for everybody.
Can I ask one more question on top of this question? Okay, so men want us to play a role. That's cool. That's fine and dandy. But why is it when I sit you down and ask you what my role is, you got a problem saying it to me? Like, why you can't tell me what my role is?
It depends on...
Niggas don't want to put you in position. They don't want to put you in position.
If I'm wifey, tell me I'm wifey. If I'm the hoe down the street, tell me I'm the hoe down the street. Like,
it depends on the time frame you ask that man that question. It depends on the time frame when you ask that man that question. Because if you ask that man that question and he in that phase where he don't, like you said, he don't want to put you in position yet, but he know you got potential, he might not tell you your real role.
So you don't even know it yet.
He don't know it yet. But he know it, but he don't know it. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know what to say. Or
some men just want best of both worlds.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
They're never gonna tell you the truth.
That's true. But I'm gonna add on to what Neil said. Sometimes I do feel like as women, and I'm going to be completely honest and transparent about this, because we know our role, because we so willing to play our role all the damn time, I do feel like sometimes we be rushing that shit. You know what I'm saying? A nigga gonna put you in position when he want to put you in position. Period. Yeah. So if you feel like he taking too long, that's up to you to be like, you know something, I'm not going to continue dealing with this man at this level because I know that I want something more. You know what I'm saying?
Women do be rushing it.
But women do rush it because we naturally have that nurturing love. We got that time clock. But men, they know, you know what I'm saying, who they want you to be to them. Sometimes at the very beginning.
I agree.
And sometimes they won't communicate that because men are a little bit more logical. And they literally going to take their time and make sure that, you know what I'm saying, all their ducks in a row and cards is where it need to be before they even open up their mouth to try to even put you in any type of position. Or they'll do it very subtly. Like just start doing different little things with you to kind of like see how you react to it. And kind of like see how they can put you in position.
They test you.
It's not really
trying to test.
It's not really testing. I've learned that it's not really testing. It's just that at the end of the day,
where your mindset's at.
Men need to be sure.
We gotta be sure.
Women will be like,
because
that's my husband. here. You know, but men, they just have to be sure. And sometimes women, we're not.
Men feel like women to jump the ship before we will. You know what I'm saying? Because we know it's our ship. How we gonna jump our own ship? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Women, I'm just gonna jump on this next vessel that's riding by.
Correct.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
he cute.
Yeah, and that's what it is for men. So
We gotta take a step back. We gotta take a step back. We gotta analyze
we
it.
gotta analyze this.
We gotta
shit, 'cause
analyze
it's
it. Like, hold on, bro.
I agree.
The last relationship wasn't what it was.
Yeah, this was cute, but she had me going through it. Let me just vibe.
Men are more logical,
Yeah.
and I feel like women were more emotional.
We are.
We are more emotional. It's in our nature.
And y'all love fast, boy.
Fast, and it could be over just as fast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so sometimes we ask that question too early, like, what are we?
Y'all like that, man.
Yeah, some men
2
actually
weeks, I
like
love
that.
you. Got me.
But some men actually like, you know what I'm saying, for a woman to just be a little bit more, you know, like, oh, so what are we? Or what we doing? Because they don't have no damn direction.
Yeah, like the people who tell me jealousy is cute.
Oh, who told you that?
I don't think it's cute. I think jealousy get you killed. Jealousy get
I
your
don't like
ass
jealousy.
folded
I
up.
like for things to just actually
Word,
just flow and just
yeah,
work.
like,
if they do, great. If
ain't
they
no
don't,
need.
child, holla at your girl. But then I'm kind of masculine in that sense too. So,
So you claiming that? You claiming
I'm
that
not claiming.
masculinity?
Well, I'm gonna say this: men and women have masculine and feminine
traits, yeah,
period.
yeah.
Period. But I do believe that I've had to exist in my masculine energy for a while because of the roles that I take on in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
a mother and a father.
I agree.
You know what I'm
Nah, you ain't that. You're a mother and a mother. Stop playing.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
no, don't do that.
Mother and
That's
father.
That's a whole
Mother and
nother.
a father.
But
Nothing wrong with it.
if you understand my story, then you'll probably understand me a little bit better. Not to take away from any fathers out there who are doing their thing and raising their kids. Not taking away from y'all at all when I say this, but that's my truth. So it's like I've had two roles to play. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I've had to I've had to pay my bills. I've had to make sure whatever. So there's a masculine energy that comes with that. I can't stay in feminine and still be boss and do what the fuck I gotta do. So I will admit the masculine part for that. But in any other way, boo, I'm very much feminine.
Yeah.
You know something? I have
Very
a
much.
question.
What's the
Another question.
Hey, we here. This is a safe space. This is a safe space, man.
So if you are not willing to, or do not want to do a certain part of your role, are you willing to teach your counterpart? Like like women see men as, just to put you guys out for just a second. Women see men as being, you know, the handyman. Like, you're supposed to do the plumbing.
You need to know how to
if
fix
you
some
don't
shit.
want to do the plumbing,
Lace pipe.
teach me how to do it then. You
I'm not
feel me?
doing no-
But some women already
Some women know how to do
They know
that.
what to do.
Yeah.
Some things that I might not
I
know
don't
what
want
to
to
do.
cook. Can I teach you how to cook?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you got to get somebody who know how to cook and lick and shit.
Now somebody got to be able to cook it out. We gonna starve.
Cook in the house.
Something.
Somebody.
But I don't-
If it ain't me, it better be you.
Yeah. You can't order out all the time.
Roles can be shared, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, roles can be
Ain't no
shared.
one defined. I gotta do that. I don't think you need to be changing the transmission out of the driveway. But
You're gonna be looking at her crazy.
but if you can, hey, babe, go change the brakes.
You need to change the brakes and we're calling somebody.
Go watch the car.
I'd wash the car.
You watch the car?
I wash my car right now.
Yeah. Cutting off the weeds so new flowers can grow. I'm talking about my followers to the people I know. You told me we was done, that was confirmation to let go.